Hey folks, this is Mike
and Kristen
from Bella's Whisper Farmstead. And today we are going to show you how to plant fruit trees in your own backyard. Today we have chosen to do apple trees. We've actually got two different types of apple trees. Pink Lady and Honey Crisp?
Yeah.
Honey Crisp apple. They say you're supposed to have two different types of apple trees, and that is what helps the pollination process. When it comes to planting, you need to make sure that you pick a good spot in your yard that has a decent amount of sunlight. The spot that we have chosen gets really good sunlight, probably 3/4 of the day. You need to have about 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day, at least for the apple trees that we're going to be planting. But I would imagine for most of the different types of fruit trees that you would plant. So the second step in the process is obviously probably to just dig the hole. When you're digging your hole, you want the hole to be twice the size of the root ball. In this case, the root balls are about 12 inches, so about 2-foot hole round in diameter will serve the purpose for what we're doing. So roughly 6 inches all the way around, so that you can get good dirt packed in on the sides. And you want to get it packed in, eliminate as much of the air pockets as possible, and give the roots room to grow outward. So in this case, I decided to get the auger out. I'm going to dig a hole with the auger and make that a little bit easy. And then I've got a shovel. Then I'll dig it further out around because the auger itself is only about a 10-inch bit. So once I get this down, then I'll do the rest with the shovel, just because I don't have a large auger bit. So here we go. I'm just testing it, so I'm putting it in just to see how much room I have around it. I'll dig it out a little bit more. So here in Georgia we have red clay and rocks, so at least where we're at in Georgia. Other parts got really nice. Where I was raised down in Savannah, very nice soil, sandy, really good for growing. Up here, it's like concrete at times. So sometimes it's easy to dig, sometimes it's not. Okay, so now we've got a bag of garden soil that we're going to take and put down in there and bring it up. That way it's got some really good loose, good dirt to be underneath the root ball in order for the roots to be able to grow down, as well as good dirt on the sides for the roots to be able to grow out. Something that we want to make sure that we do is when we put the soil in there, get it up to level, you make sure that the like I said, this is going to be at level, so the graft part on the top side actually has to be just above the dirt or the ground level when you're planting it. Something else we're going to do when we pull this out, we're going to loosen up some of the roots that are in there in order to be able to allow the roots, give them some more room to be able to sort of grow, or encourage them to be able to grow a little bit further, go outwards and down, and not just be so compact inside of the area where we are planting it. So as I'm doing it, I'm still just keep putting it down in there, just testing it a little bit more each time, so I know exactly how much dirt I need in the hole to bring the graft portion up to ground level. So don't forget to loosen the roots a little bit. You don't do too much, but just enough. That way you can get them to grow, like I said, outwards. So, and then you got to pack it down. They say you don't have to. You're not supposed to have any air pockets. So. So this was 2 cubic foot of soil that we used. So I'm probably gonna need a little bit more, but what I'm also gonna do in this case is I've got enough underneath and I got enough around the sides. I'm just gonna get some of the original dirt and backfill it on the top. Since the roots are growing down and out, it's in all of the good soil. So having this go on top of it it won't make a difference, because this is like I said, it's not going to impede the root growth and so on and so forth. All the good soils where the roots are anyway. So there you go. So there's a little bit of a berm that goes all the way around it to help with the water retention when you water it, as well as when it rains, so it doesn't just run all off, and it helps to funnel it down towards the root ball. Something to note that you could also do is you can add a layer of mulch around the bottom of it in order to help keep the moisture in, as well as trying to keep some of the weeds out. If you have it in the bed and so on and so forth for the weeds. In this case, I'm not necessarily worried about weeds per se, but the mulch does help with keeping the moisture in. So we're probably going to eventually add some mulch as well. And then something else you could do is stake it in order to help it continue to sort of grow upright and to keep from the winds possibly blowing it, since it's new and trying to get rooted. You can actually take and run a stake in the ground next to it and then tie it off in order to give it the stability it needs to grow. So, all right, well that's it. So with proper care and maintenance, hopefully your fruit tree will be fruitful for years to come. And if you like the video, I'd ask you to please like and subscribe to the channel, and we appreciate your support.